a month ago, state regulators blocked Eversource from selling off the state's biggest water company. Well, now that biggest water company is looking for a big 42% rate increase.
NBC Connecticut political reporter Mike Savino is joining us live at the Capitol. We're talking about a 42% rate increase, as Mike just said. I'm just going to say what most people are thinking. That's outrageous. Why such a big request?
Well, Mike and Keisha, Aquarion hasn't had a rate increase for a while, and they say they've been struggling with operating costs and certainly not able to make what they see as needed investments. And of course, we just have to look over to what we just saw in Waterbury to see what can happen with an outdated system. But critics certainly note the timing and say it raises questions about Aquarion's true motivation.
I guarantee you Puro will go over that with a fine-tooth comb. That's what they do.
The state's biggest water company is once again going before regulators, this time as Aquarion seeks a rate increase. The Eversource-owned company wants another $88 million in revenue, or a 42% increase for its 688,000 customers, mostly in southwestern Connecticut. Aquarion says it needs $72 million to cover operating losses and another $16 million for system upgrades. The Public Utilities Regulatory Authority received a letter Monday requesting the rate increase. That came nearly a month after Puro rejected Eversource's plan to sell Aquarion to the South Central Connecticut Regional Water Authority. Aquarion declined to comment today, but said in its letter that it's left with no other option, as it's critical that the company be in the position to meet its public service obligation to provide safe and reliable water supply, including preservation of public health and fire protection and the development of a modernized water infrastructure system.
That was, to me, disingenuous, but also a veiled threat from the standpoint of this is what you need to do to listen to us.
Skeptics, including some lawmakers, question Aquarion's timing and motivation. Attorney General William Tong says his office will comb through every line and every page of their filings to ensure Connecticut families aren't paying a penny more than they need to. Governor Ned Lamont says the burden is on the company to make its case.
We have old water infrastructure in the state. I think we learned that in Waterbury over the last week. So obviously there are some costs. 42% seems like a lot.
Now, this fight actually goes back to 2022 with another rate increase that Aquarion was seeking. But at that time, Pura actually voted 2-1 to cut the company's rates at that time, saying the company didn't make the case for why it needed the revenue that it was seeking. And of course, again, Aquarion has said that it's been losing money since that decision. Live from the Capitol, Mike Savino, NBC Connecticut News.